a whiteboard presentation using VideoMakerFX, and the version is 1.05. I'm going to go ahead and log on. When you get VideoMakerFX, now I'm using an Apple MacBook Pro here, and so when you get VideoMakerFX, it's gonna you're gonna get an icon that you can use to open this app, and it actually, I think, opens online. So you're gonna log in each time you use it. I choose to have it remember my password and username, but log in. I like to log in personally. You're going to get a screen that looks like this. When you first come on, you're going to get a screen that looks just like this. And so you're going to create a new project. Give it a name. I'm just going to call this testing for a second. Whoops, got to put that up there. And create a project here so I can show you some of the screens. So what's going to happen now, I can begin to add slides. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. I want to show you some of the options you've got. So when you tell you want to add slides, and it's going to give you several options that you can use. Everything from just looking screens that look kind of plain like this. Here's the whiteboard series that you can use, where you can hand draw things to just where it hand places like that, and uses that. You can have it hand place up a picture if you want it to do those things. And then you've got all kinds of other options here. These are all different kinds of slides that you can have it put in. Come down. I think you've got another whiteboard set down here that you can use with drawings and things of that nature. And this one's set up so that it's already got these little drawings, and you can just put in your own words on the sides of it. All of these different options that you can use. Now, I've been using VideoMakerFX now maybe close to a year. Not quite, maybe close to a year now. And I use them to do what I call whiteboard Bible studies. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out of this, and then I'm going to create a white. All right, here we are. I am beginning now to create this new whiteboard Bible study, and started out. I've opened a file, and titled it Matthew chapter 4 verse 15, which is the verse that I'll be doing the study on. So I began by creating my first slide, and because of the way I do this, I create an introductory slide that looks like this. I'm going to put in my words, use this as my template for it. I'll put my name and the church's name, and just a couple of things like that on there as I begin to get this ready. I'll also put a picture of the church and my own picture on it when we get to that spot. I'll have both of those on here. But you see this entire process. What I'm going to do is take a few minutes and just show you the process. Take the time to show you the process of making the initial slide, and then a little bit about maybe one more slide, and then I'm going to fast forward through a lot of it. I'll all be here, but I'm going to show it real fast so we can get through it, rather than taking all the time to show every single slide. But so you're going to create that, and I'm looking up my pictures. All the picture of the church, Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington, is where I pastor. Get that on there. And I'm going to find my picture. Got it in a little bit of a different file, so I've got to find my picture. I've got one picture I almost always use with a flag, with the American flag behind me. I just like that picture, so I use that one usually. Of course, it's down in the lower left, you can see there. Now I start creating my whiteboard slides. And I'll begin with this one. Just to, as I get started here, you just select the slide, whiteboard slide. Click on the text, and then change my text to what I want it to be, Matthew chapter 4 and verse 15 in this case. Then I'm going to find Matthew 4:15. Oh yeah, I'm looking up a title right now, so I wanted to put a title underneath that as well. And so I went back to the copy I'm using. This is the devotion that I'm going to be creating into this form now. And so I began by putting that on there. So there's my title one. Now I'm going to have to give it some time. Let me see, I've already started that. I got each slide has to have a timing on it, and you'll notice that I set I can add how much time I want in each verse. If you're going to read them, they have to. I've found that they have to be at least 10 seconds long to be able to read anything well, and so I like to give myself a little bit of time so that even if I read, even if there's a break in between slides where I stop talking, that's all right with me, as long as I've got time in each verse to read carefully. So I do between 10 to 20 seconds, depending upon how many words are in it. If I've got a very full screen where I've had to shorten make the font smaller to make it fit in, I usually do 20, 15, or 10, is what I usually do. All right, so at this stage, I'm going to begin now to put in the audio. So I begin by putting in a little piece of music that I wrote kind of as a background, a small background music, and I actually created this piece of music myself on GarageBand on my iPad. That's the one that I use, and then I'm going to voice in now. Once I get my, so I only want background, so I'm going to reduce it down to 10. I'm going to keep my voice at 100%. I'm going to begin to record now. And so I'm just going to work my way through. I'm going to read each slide as it comes through, read every slide to listen to see how, and read them. I'm just going to get through it that way. All right, and then so once I have completed my voiceover and I've got that, I just double check it. I listen to a little bit of it here so that I can double check it and make sure it sounds right and that it's working. Sometimes I'll listen to the entire thing. This time I chose not to do that. There was a couple of spots where I saw a screen where I wanted to go back in and kind of correct one of my slides a little bit. And so just a little bit of tweaking that I did with that. But I understand you're looking at this and you see I am far from an expert. There are probably more efficient ways to use VideoMakerFX, but this is the way that I've been using it so far. It has been working very well for me. I enjoy doing these little whiteboard Bible studies like this. Easy to do using the presentation and using this program has been relatively simple for me to do, and it gets able to get out my message a little bit more clearly. Now I'm just going to save it. I'm going to save it actually into my computer on my downloads and save that, and then it'll be ready in just a little bit for me to upload onto YouTube, which I'm going to do very soon. I want to thank you for watching this. If you've got any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Appreciate it a great deal.